guys, Carlyvoinski here from Finding Keto Joy, and today we are talking about the app Carb Manager. So in the past, I've talked about tracking your macros on a keto diet, and I've recommended the app Carb Manager. Now the thing about it is that once people started using it, I realized that it's really not as intuitive and as user-friendly as I kind of once thought it was. And I wanted to just have a little bit more information, because I know if you're using any app, whether it's MyFitnessPal or Carb Manager or something else that you found, if you're not using it correctly, it can actually really make you discouraged and make you think that you're not doing it right, that you're not following your plan correctly. And that can be really discouraging when you're first starting out on something and kind of transitioning your lifestyle, right? So I personally do use Carb Manager. Now you can use this for any meal plan, any food tracking, whether you're doing a low calorie meal plan. I know some people are using kind of like a Weight Watchers thing, and they're trying that. I personally am doing a keto diet, and my version of keto is where I track my macros at 70% fat, 20% protein, 10% carbs. But I also realize that the app doesn't have that same distinction as to what keto is. It has some different ones. So I want to show you guys in the app how to get yourself set up correctly and how to look in the settings so that you don't get discouraged when your app says you should be eating one way and you've been eating another way and you feel like you're all out of whack, because we don't want that to happen. We want you guys to have a positive experience as you try out this new way of eating, whichever meal plan you are eating. So I'm going to show you how I set up for me for keto. The app is on my iPhone, but you can also actually use it on your desktop, which is super cool. So you just go to carbmanager.com, and the screenshots that I'm going to show you are from carbmanager.com. It's just easier and bigger to show you from the desktop version than the phone version. However, they are exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to grab my phone. Once you download the app, it's going to ask you questions, basic health questions like height and weight. It's gonna ask you in one section like what your goals are, like how much are you looking to lose a week, or are you looking to maintain, or are you actually looking to gain weight? Whatever your personal goals are, it's gonna ask you about that. So you're gonna wanna kind of have an idea as to what you wanna do going into it. So when we go into the app, the first thing I wanna show you once you get it set up is to make sure that you go into settings, okay? So I know there's a glare on my phone, so I'm gonna show you it on the screen too. Settings is all the way down at the bottom. You're gonna go to settings. When you go there, it has a section right away in the settings, underneath that settings wheel, and it's gonna say app settings. The one I want you guys to notice is if you're following keto, it says carbs to track. I have mine set on net carbs. Your net carbs are carbs minus fiber. If you look at some of the labels, fiber is listed under where the carbs are, where you'll see carbs and then it might say fiber and sugars. Your sugars are totally carbs that you don't want, but your fiber is good for you. You want fiber in your diet, okay? So we're not gonna count the fiber. It's almost like it doesn't exist. So if your total carbs for a wrap, let's say, are 8, but there's 4 grams of fiber in there, then really your net carbs are only 4. So we wanna track net carbs. That's what we're tracking. So I wanna make sure that you guys have that set in there. Next, when you go back to the heading, up on top it says settings, my profile, macros, diet goals, those settings on top. I want you to hit macros, because this is where I've noticed at least a lot of my friends having difficulties, and I want to make sure you guys get set up to do this right. So it's called the diet goal calculator. You hit macros, and underneath it says diet goal calculator, and you're going to hit help me calculate goals. And then underneath, it's going to ask you like, how much weight do you want to lose per week? And then it'll actually use what your height was and what your weight is currently, what you've already entered, to calculate how many calories you should be eating, right? Now, again, I do want to say, if you're eating keto, especially when you're transitioning, you don't want to cut your calories way down. And if you've got questions about that, definitely just drop them below and we'll talk about why. Okay, you can't just drop no carbs and then drop your calories all the way down. Your body's gonna freak out and think you're starving, and you don't want to do that. You don't want your body to think that you're starving, because you shouldn't be starving. You should be eating great food, okay? So we're gonna put our weekly weight change that we want in there. It's gonna calculate our calories for us, and that's just like a good ballpark, but you don't need to stick with that really when you're first transitioning. But then when you scroll down, there's a section where it says carbs, protein, fat ratio. I use custom. If you put that little arrow and you pull it down, you'll see all these different variations. Now listen, you can do what is great for you, your lifestyle, your decision, what you want to do, okay? Some of these are really strict. If you hit ketogenic, you'll see that's really strict. That's 5% carbs. And in the very beginning, you might not want to do that because it'll be so discouraging and so hard to do. Instead, what I've done on custom is I hit custom and then I just pull those little tally things over for each one, and my net carbs are 10%, my protein is 20%, and my fat is 70%, and then I hit apply. And that will go ahead and rearrange your macros correctly so that when you go to the wheel on your daily log, you're not getting freaked out by the mistakes of it being too strict, or even the mistake of it being too loose and you're like, wait a second, I can eat all these carbs, and you eat all these carbs and you realize I shouldn't have done that, and now it puts you days behind on your plan, right? You don't want to do that. Another cool thing I just want to show you is you'll go to My Day, you can go in, you can log in your meals, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. What's really cool, you can go over to the side and go to Foods. You go to My Foods, and here, you're able to actually make custom recipes and add custom food into your app. So sometimes you're entering in something or you're saying, I'm making something from scratch and I don't understand at all what the dietary information would be for this, what the macros would be. Well, guess what? You can go ahead and enter it. So if you go to My Foods, and what's really neat, if you go to recipes, you can actually add a recipe. I did this for an example of a keto pancake. I added the ingredients. It was egg, cream cheese, I believe there was some vanilla in there, baking powder. I entered in the things that I used to make it, and then it just calculated all that information for me, and it saves it. So now every time that I want to make a keto pancake, I can just go there, it's saved, and I can add it right to my daily log, which is great. Now, another thing that I love doing is if you use custom, you can add a custom food, and I've done this. I go on Google, I go on Pinterest, I have a Pinterest board, you can find me, Carlyvoinski. It's a keto board, and there's recipes there. I find recipes where people have already calculated these macros, and instead of having to enter every little thing that I put, they've already calculated it. So I can just add a custom food. I can add chocolate peanut butter fat bomb, and I can just go ahead and right away enter from what the website said of what my net carbs are, what my protein is, what my fat is, and if I know the calories, I can go ahead and add that too. So it's pretty interesting, it's great. You can add the food that you make at home. You don't have to stick to just like name brand foods from a store in order for the app to be able to use it. You can add your supplements if you're using supplements of any kind. Maybe you're using a pre-workout, or maybe you're taking exogenous ketones like I am, and you're adding those in there. That finds it. And again, if it doesn't find it, you have your nutrition information on it. You can actually go ahead and make it a custom food, and you can add it for you. And what's really great is not only can you track your daily food, you can track your water, so you can make a goal as to how many glasses of water that you are drinking a day, and you can really track it, and it's really great. I hope this information was helpful for you guys, especially for those who got confused when they first started using this app and got discouraged. You shouldn't be discouraged. We want you to be successful with your decision of your new meal plan. If this video was helpful for you, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, you'll be notified of future videos, and we hope you guys have a great day and enjoy using your Carb Manager app.